もしもし、Nanashi です。あなたに電波でやってくれ。So for today's video, I'm going haywire with my emotions. Excuse me. So for today's video, I got some comments that I asked for on Twitter to give me waifus, husbandos, and anything in between for me to rank. And I got quite a few comments, so I've got quite a lot of waifus and husbandos to rank today. So without further ado, 하지마루ぞ! So our first one is Bloodhound from Apex Legends. I've only played Apex Legends maybe 2 times? 2 times. So I don't know a whole lot about Bloodhound. I never played Bloodhound. The only character I've played so far has been Lifeline and what's his name? Pathfinder. So I haven't played as Bloodhound and I don't know a whole lot about their backstory, but I do know I have one friend and they really like Bloodhound, and so I'm gonna give Bloodhound a really good partner for life seal of approval, but only for my friend. So Nana, Bloodhound is a very good partner, but only for you, not for me. Okay, so our next comment is Jonathan from SMTIV. This is another game I haven't played myself, unfortunately. I've always wanted to play SMTIV, but I've never gotten around to it. I especially want to play, Final? The one where the main character is Nanashi. Name is Nanashi, because, I want to consume anything where the character's name is Nanashi, just because it's my name. Anyway, so Jonathan, I know a little bit about him. He's like the law root guy, right? And he looks pretty cute. That's like all I can really comment on. He's got some gorgeous locks. From what I've heard, he seems to be a very sweet boy. So, if he's a sweet boy, then I will give him a good husbando ranking. Okay, so the next one is Master Hand from Smash Brothers. And this is kind of a weird one. But, okay, so Master Hand, right? Okay, Master Hand. So Master Hand, he'll always be there to help you out. He's always got a hand to offer you. And, it's pretty lewd, but, holding hands and all that, he's not against doing that. If you want to hold hands with him, he will, completely hold you in his hand. That's his entire being. So, he's the prime, he's the prime subject to, hold hands with. Very lewd. But, on a husband scale, I don't think I would marry him. Just because I feel like he would choke me to death. He doesn't, I don't know. He's just has a very chaotic energy about him. So I probably would not marry 0 out of 10. Okay, so the next one is Julian Garibaldi from Black Wolf Saga. And okay, so I played Black Wolf Saga, right? And he's not my favorite, but he's good. He's not Mijojo. And when you have a character like Mijojo and Black Wolf Saga, you kinda appreciate when there's a character that isn't absolutely insane. Julian isn't going to fucking spill hot scalding water onto me or whip me to death or whatever. But you know, he's not my boy. He's not the best Black Wolf Saga boy, at least for me. So I'm going to give Julian von Garibaldi, I'm gonna give him 7 crushed heroines out of 10. So he's pretty good. He's a pretty good husband, though. Okay, so some of these characters, I've only got names. I don't know what series they're from, and I just have one image. So apologies if I don't know what series this stuff is from. So the first one is Wen Ning. Here's a picture that I'm gonna put up. I don't know anything about him, so I'm just gonna judge based on the picture. So he seems to be very sad. He seems to have had a tough life. He kind of looks like the things around his hands. They look like he broke out of jail, and like all of the chains and stuff. They look like maybe he's like a criminal. So he's got really nice jet long black hair and piercing white eyes that's mostly covered up by his jet black hair. So it's like a striking clash of colors there. If he is a criminal, I probably wouldn't want to marry him. He also, his looks don't really cut a jive with me. Like, you know, he kind of looks like Yuri Lowell from Tales of Vesperia, so that's like a plus. But I don't know what to give him. I guess I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Sorry, Wen Ning, I just don't know you. Alright, next one is Velvet Crow, and she's from Tales of Vesperia. And I haven't played Berseria. Did I say Vesperia or Berseria? She's from Berseria. I haven't played Berseria yet, unfortunately. I'll be getting around to it once I beat Zilia and Zestiria and Vesperia, which I'm currently playing. But, Velvet looks really nice. Like, not nice, but like, she's had a tough life. And like, I want to support her. From what I know, her storyline is about killing this guy that did her wrong. So, you know, she can kill me. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about her. She just looks like she could kick my ass, and that's something I will always appreciate. So yeah, I'll put her on like a 8 out of 10 waifu scale. She's got potential. I'll probably like her when I play Berseria. Alright, next is Catriel Layton from the Professor Layton series, and I've only played one Professor Layton game, and that was the very first one, Curious Village, I think? Anyway, so I don't know about the character Catriel. I think she's Professor Layton's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyway, she's really cute. Like, she's not exactly someone that I would want to marry per se, but you know, she'd make a good daughter. She'd make a good daughter. Like, you know, if I settle down and I get married to a waifu or husband, you know, I wouldn't mind adopting her. Okay, so this one, the person on Twitter put it as this asshole, but it's Joshua Kiryu from The World Ends With You, and Joshua is one of my favorite characters. Like, he really is an asshole, but he's like a really good asshole. Like, I don't know, his type is my type completely. Like, the white-haired anime boy type. Like, you can probably tell because my character has white hair, but I really like white hair anime characters. I tend to fall for them. Anyway, back on Joshua. He's a big asshole, and I think that's part of what I like about him. He's also an angel, which, like, you know, angelic figures and all that really strike a chord with me. Like, I just want to pray to them, and honestly, I just want Joshua to shoot me. So you know what? I'm gonna give him 10 out of 10 because he's a great character. Like, no, oh, I kind of did spoil that he's an angel, huh? But like, no further. I ain't gonna have to put a spoiler warning for this now. Okay, the next one is this a bird man? Straight up, 0 out of 10. Like, he thinks a beautiful butterfly is a beautiful pigeon, and they're completely different beautifuls. Like, a pigeon is beautiful, and so is a butterfly, but they're beautiful in different ways. Come on, man, get it together. Alright, next up is Zach from Angels of Death, and he's not my favorite boy from Angels of Death, but he is a very good boy. I'm not sure if I would marry him or not, because he's a serial killer, and he's kind of stupid, to be honest. But, like, I don't know, like, if I had to choose to marry someone in Angels of Death, I would probably marry, that's hard. Most characters in that are underage, so I kinda, well, like, Zach's not underage, but, like, Rachel and Eddie are. This is kinda, probably shows my type of character, but I would probably rather marry Danny. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So the next one is Kuro. I have no idea who this is, so I'm just putting up an image that I got. But she's very good. Like, she's a maid from the looks of it, an elf maid, and you know, immediately she gets the seal of approval. 10 out of 10. Every maid waifu is a good waifu in my book. Alright, so the next one that I have is this very specific picture of Goofy. Here is the very specific picture of Goofy. So let's see. It's very relatable. Like, I can relate to that feeling of just like, push me down the river and I just don't want to get out. He looks like he's done with life. And you know, I want to help him. I want to show him that life is beautiful. Like, it can be hard sometimes, and like, yeah. Sometimes I just want to have someone, like, shoot me, like Joshua. But in the end, there's a lot of great things out there. Like Tales of Vesperia. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm kind of a depressing person. Anyway, okay, moving on.